Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. After this, we'll start throwing up some endurance races. I just wanted to do some different tier races, so try out some of these different car builds I got. Because I've been messing around with my cars a lot, I'm not gonna lie to you. And trying to pinpoint and figure out what exactly is meta. You know what I'm saying? No, you're good. Yeah, I don't care as much about vaping. It's the cigarettes. Cigarettes? No. Terrible. Mine's right in front of me. I'll vape in front of the door. Hadn't died on me yet. Hopefully it don't. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Right. That's all we do is make money. Yeah. I completely understand. Yeah, that was Payback too. Payback, you had to literally roll the parts. You remember that? I hated that. That's not many games out of the Need for Speed franchise I didn't like. That was one of them. And wasn't that the game itself was bad. It was that part thing. Uh, Pro Street. I didn't really like Pro Street that much, but I didn't like absolutely hate it. Like I did play it. I just didn't like how many tight technical tracks what there were. That's all there was though. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't any like long tracks or mid tracks and then a short track. You know what I'm saying? Like there was just a specific variation of racing. Where like Need for Speed's kind of just always had a little bit of everything, right? Like for example, like the endurance races in this game, Pico, right? We actually had something similar to that before, where it was like if you were racing like a boss dude, the it was like the first race was always like an endurance basically. You just had to basically just go on a race, and it was either like a tight technical kind of track, kind of feeling like mid track, or like you were just actually just racing the whole way across the city. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden it became more intricate and in depth. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's what I don't know. I kind of liked about Need for Speed was just all the different tracks. I feel like they've always done good. Yeah, the canyon races were fun too. That's another thing. It was like if you messed up once, you know, your whole thing was done. You had to restart and try again. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, they went back to like the original kind of Need for Speed where it's like you could kind of build all the cars, so it was OP. Yeah, that's how this game is. Yeah, I did that in this game. But, like, I completely understand what you're talking about. I have the, I think, want to say it's like a 3.8 V6. It's like towards the very beginning of all the motors. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think it's the only basic motor that's at the beginning. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I have the I have that one in that A plus two. I also have it in A. It's a meta monster in A, and nobody's using it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's as good as my 180 SX, and You can ask Kiko Mono for there. I'm like Jesus over there on the 180SX. So if I'm telling you that car is good too, and you actually want to build it to just impress your friends, because that's important. You can test that on all your cars. It's basically where you'll build your car, and say your car is like a point over in a tier, and it's 270, and you're trying to put it in A plus. You know what I'm saying? But it's an S right now. You can put the gold road suspension on. It'll drop it down to 269 in A plus, and then some cars let you put back on the elite suspension. You know what I'm saying? And keep the 269, and you like drop a point off the car. See what I'm saying? I think it's very not meta in B class unless you're running like the 150, 160 drift build. But there's only I think like 4 tracks you could use that like 160 build on. So it's like, you know what I mean? You still need a short track one. Just a little 130 build. The honestly the 99 has more power. I'd built the 99 for B, the 93 for A, the 99 again for A plus because it's really good compared to the 93. It accelerates a lot harder, and then the 93 is good in S. So it's like you're just flopping tiers. Uh, that first one you said you had that 3.6 V6, right? All right, then you're gonna go with sport induction. I'm looking at my build. You know what I'm saying? So I could tell you what I have on the car. Right. 3.6 V6. So, right. So you just go sport air filter. You could leave the ECU alone. You're gonna go sport on your fuel system. No, you're good. Yes. Sport induction. You leave it alone. You leave the ECU alone. Sport. I got you. You leave the exhaust alone. And for your turbocharger, you're gonna go Elite single turbo. It's just the Elite turbocharger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm gonna teach you how to drop that point off, like I said. Remember? So now you're gonna go Elite road suspension. Leave it alone. Elite road suspension. And then uh, I have I just leave that alone. Uh, I have the Elite drift tires. And then you're gonna leave your clutch alone, but make sure you switch it from a 5 speed to a 4. You're all Yeah, you're also gonna upgrade your differential right beside your gearbox all the way, so you could obviously tune your car all the way. All at the end, make sure you put. Yeah, we'll take that off. At the end for your auxiliaries, make sure you're running the super nitrous grip and super nitrous drift. Those are the two best auxiliaries you can run right now. Right, right. Uh, so you're handling 80% drift. You're gonna slam it the whole way over. And it's basically the same for this car. It's all the way to the right. So handling your steering sensitivity and your downforce is all the way to the right. It's all-wheel drive. It wants to stick to the ground. And the ECU on this car is true to how they say in real life. It is trying to make you stop spinning. I also, for your drift entry, keep it gas or brake. I don't use brake tap on this specific car because with brake tap, I feel like it's too stiff. But with gas and brake, it's a little more slippy and will actually go around some of the corners. Well, even doing that, I've noticed will make you go back up to 210, so you're gonna have to do this glitch again, right? So it says you're A210 now though, right? You tuned it 80% drift for your handling, and your downforce is all the way high, right? 80% drift? Huh. Let me see your share screen real quick. Uh, you start a share screen. No, it won't. I can pin it to the side. Yeah, that's the thing about PS5. It's not like how it was when it first came out. They updated that a while ago. It's pretty nice. Alright, so go to your parts real quick. Oh, you upgraded your brakes. Go put the brakes on Pro. There you go. And now, right, all you're gonna do is go to your suspension. And this is the glitch, right? You take your suspension, you're gonna go gold road suspension, which is the super. Go back. The gold road suspension. Yeah, see how it drops it down? A209? Click X on that and buy it. Now go back to the elite one. See, it's still 209. The perfect drift build that nobody's gonna know about because they're not gonna figure out how to take that point off their car. Oh yeah, go drive it around. Uh, you know what I'm saying? The important thing to note about this car is you can't really shift to the next gear. You have to run out the gears because you cut it down from a 5 speed. You know what I'm saying? But it's fast. Oh, you're already pretty good at drifting. I'm not gonna lie to you. That should be pretty easy for you to learn then. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just snappy, right? You didn't even know you could make that car move like that, let alone an A class. You know what I mean? Thought it was gonna be maybe S. And that's what I was thinking when I was gripping in the beginning too. But it's like I've learned so much stuff in building where it's like it's really about what turbo does the best in the motor and how you build around that turbo with the combination of parts. You know what I mean? That plays a big role. And it's not necessarily that I can't use this other motor that tells me I get 20 more miles an hour, but I need to make the compromise of maybe having 100 less horsepower, 200 less horsepower. You know what I mean? So it's like if you get real good at drifting in that thing, I'll give you so many more drift builds and I'll build more cars and just give it to you guys where you guys are just learning new skills and stuff. I honestly don't mind. What's up, Diamond? You see, I added you to the group. I know you might not necessarily want to be like part of a team right now, but it's like a lot of the dudes in the group been talking about just making like a chill team where it's like for fun. So I thought maybe you would think that's cool. Because I got Need for Speed HQ, Toyo plays you Need for Speed, Cannonball, uh Enzra. I got a bunch of pretty known people in the community where it's like you could actually hang out with some pretty cool dudes. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna start my own little community at this point. You know, if everyone wants to try to come at me, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like fine. You know, I'll reveal how much real leverage I have in the community. And it's like people probably don't know that. Oh, the Street Saints. The Street Saints and the Slow Boy Society itself is basically kicked me off of VGS. Right. Right, but it's like I exposed that to the league itself. So everybody knows about it now. Right. I'd say he's average at best on especially on this one. Like that dude didn't even give me a run for my money like Nova Speed. And Nova Speed's not even on a like Supernova. I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? I thought that those dudes for sure had that dude over here just practicing on Unbound, so maybe he could teach people. But I guess that's not the case. He's just a streamer. Right. Like I said, the only people that I actually respect on their team is Dion and Hogasa. You know why? Because we had a legit conversation. You know what I'm saying? It was like a real conversation. It wasn't just two teams talking. You know what I'm saying? They were just trying to be two dudes talking to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I mean, I know people in Supernova. I know people in Timeless. I came up with those teams 10 years ago when I was just casually playing. Like that's how long I've known these people, and I don't think people know that, right? So it's like I'm pretty, I don't know, pretty well known because it's just the group of people I've already hung out with. You know what I'm saying? When I was casual, like I don't know if you guys know of a dude back in the day named Godzilla, back when 2015 was the thing. He was like one of the best drifters there were. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, and that's all I did was hang out with Godzilla. That was my best friend. It's crazy, right? You probably seen me on one of his streams drifting with him. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is, and it's like I'm the kind of person where I just don't tolerate people's bullshit. Right. That's when I was offered to possibly go to like Timeless. I'll definitely go to Timeless. Soon as, Goliath figures out who exactly I am, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I've raced him a couple times. Maybe he won't exactly remember me, but it's like the more I start like explaining my background, I guarantee you he does. It's it's pretty active. I mean, realistically, yeah, but if I go over there with 20 some people and I say, Goliath, I could run you an Unbound side right now, compete for you in the Unbound League. You don't have to do anything except for supervise me and tell me if I'm doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'll offer you that. You know what I'm saying? And prove myself to you. Well, he doesn't, but it's like again, I have 10 world records on Unbound. I have another dude with 16. I have another dude with 20. You know what I'm saying? We're not slouching over here on Unbound, and there's a reason I want to play it. I feel like we could be the best. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want it to go to everyone's head. No, I get it. Yeah. I could go to Goliath. I was already talking to Skyline. Skyline has offered me to go to Supernova, and he said if I don't want to go to Supernova, he'll even vouch for me to go to XCO or something, or even the Timeless if that's where I want to go. But again, Skyline will literally vouch for me, and that's someone that's been playing for a while. You know what I'm saying? Right, but they're not very good. Well, that's the thing. You think Goliath isn't, but I've seen him on here a couple times. Like I've raced Goliath, so it's like he might already know. Like this guy's pretty good. He might take me up on my offer. You know what I'm saying? Just because again, there's not really a downside for him. What that he does is like, I don't want you playing Unbound anymore. Maybe we could have you over here on this game. And I gotta play a different game. But it's like at the same time, I don't really see a downside of joining a big team at this point and putting the dudes that I play with that deserve to be on a big team, you know what I'm saying, and respected where they deserve to be, you know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. I don't want everyone to feel like just because VGS is over, the team is over. If you want to be on a team, I will get you somewhere. I was VGS. Think about what did Raven really teach anyone? Because Raven wasn't really even good on that on Unbound in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Right, Raven was my hype man. This one he wasn't below average. I'm not gonna say he was pretty average. In fact, he was actually racing King C, and I was watching him, and he was actually almost gonna beat King C. So he's definitely improved, but it's not like you know what I'm saying. Raven was doing anything insane either. You know what I'm saying? Like no one at the end of the day was gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Raven, I'll stay for you because you're slower than me and you can teach me so much." They're gonna stay with the dude that's been teaching them since they got here. Some of them are decent, but some of them honestly are pretty cringe. You know what I'm saying? He's had like a few that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe 5 or 6, where it's like, that's pretty alright. But all of the other ones, I know what you're talking about. I'm like almost want to barf. But it's not my style at the same time. Well, that's who he learned from. You know what I'm saying? So he was just trying to show me just all the different stuff she taught him. Right. But it's like like I told him when I started doing raps, I kind of want to just do my own thing. And it's like he likes to tell everyone he taught me how to make raps, but it's like he didn't. But it's like I've always just, you can ask Kikomon. Kikomon, did Raven sit there and advise me to make that snowflake rap for Southside T, or the one I made for that skyline for you in the beginning? Right. Right. Because he wanted to feel like he was still doing something. And it's like I let him just feel like he was sitting in the limelight this whole time. But it's like realistically, everybody really knows the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone was there. That's why, like, even these new dudes, when I was teaching them, just over like the last week, Raven tried to put them over with the street saints. You know why they stayed? Because again, I've been teaching them all week, and I've been teaching them stuff that nobody else is teaching them. And even when they thought nobody could teach them anything, I proved them wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, I just like enjoy helping people. You know what I'm saying? I, I just, I think that's fun. Right. They don't want someone to surpass them. Right. Yeah, it's 2 years now. Right. I don't care at this point. I'll tell you all my builds. If you think you can take my build and kick my ass, take my build. See if you can do it. I guarantee you can. Maybe if you slide QT or like Liner or like Siwu or someone I know that's actually faster than me. But it's like I don't the big thing I don't like in this game is rammers. You know what I'm saying? I have a huge pet peeve against ramming. Everybody knows it. Right. But it's everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody since the dawn of time has had a pet peeve against someone ramming it. But it's like, I'm not intentionally trying to ram you while I'm drifting and my car is sliding out towards you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or something else, right. Right, it hurts. Right, cause they could see it on my stream. Right. I was streaming it too, so it's like they knew that. I told them that. Right, exactly. It's alright, because again, the entire community itself will back me. And regardless of what they really believe, well, I could, like, have the community, like, shun them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just known in the community as just being the guy that is willing to teach everybody everything. I've always done that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always willing to share to someone something that I understand a little bit more, because in the end, he's gonna teach me something. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's gonna make me look at the something, even if he's not very good. He's gonna make me look at something a completely different way. Like even Street Racer here, right? He just started playing the game, but I just taught him a glitch. Like as soon as we started talking, he was like, "That's cool." He tried it and then gave me an idea right after that, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? It actually worked. But it's like that. It's proof in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? My main concern right now is just keeping everyone together. You know, I don't want everyone to like stop being friends. You know, because BTS ended. Like, I've met some cool people over this time, Diamond, and honestly, I have some people that I used to beat 2, 3,000 yards. They're as fast as me now. You know what I'm saying? That shit's so cool to see. Right, all these dudes have that ambition, but that's like again, like just another driving point where I feel like Goliath just almost couldn't refuse what I'm saying. Like it's the opportunity that you're offered once in a literal life. You get to do whatever you want on whatever game, but you can still make an appearance for your team over here. Smoke everyone's paint and be like, yeah, see, Timeless isn't over. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone really thinks it is. Everyone's been saying that. Like, that's why everyone thinks Supernova and stuff isn't on this game. It's because they think all those older generation teams are just gone in the wind. They don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting kind of big-headed over here. Right, but it's like the most of the people that are doing it is the slow boys. And it's like, I just don't understand it. Because it's like, again, the only two I can even respect, really, is Dion and Hakasuka, because we had a real conversation, and they do some real racing. Your driving does most of your talking. Right. That's exactly how he was with me and Dion, and just chill. One of the chillest dudes I ever met. I was like, dang, you know, exactly how we are. Like, I almost wanted to recruit him. Because, you know, Dion was telling me, you know, he feels like he ain't really even got a team, him and Hakasuka. It's like, realistically, they ain't even practiced until 15 minutes before the tournament. And I said, huh? Because me and Krillix were just baffled. You know, we've been practicing for months, day after day on end. And these dudes are telling us 15 minutes before this is the first time you guys ever raised. Dude, I'd have been so mad. You know what I'm saying? Going in there without a strategy. Knowing what I know now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, your strategy can depend on if you're winning or losing. And it's like, right. But sometimes it's just pure determination, right? Like, for example, when I was watching the Slow Boys, I had told him, you should have known you're gonna lose when that dude was confident enough to ram his teammate in a build that he had, get him moving as fast as him, and blow the paint off your doors and just hold 100 mile, like 100 yard gap. You know what I'm saying? The first like 20% of the race. Like you should have known these dudes are willing to risk it all. But it's like a lot of people in the comments didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I was just telling them honestly because it's like who else is really gonna tell them that kind of advice? And it's not that I was being ignorant. I gave them something that they could actually be like, all right, you know, maybe we could try some stuff like that or learn how to cooperate like that. You know, it's like I feel like a big thing in this game, especially if you're gonna compete in this league with the boost system, is teamwork. Right, like even if I'm ahead of you, Diamond, and we're in first and second place in the league, right, and we're only 100 yards ahead, my plan is, right, to use each other to keep building 3-bar boosts, because you know if you 3-bar boost when you're doing 130, you could do 140 for a little bit, right? So we could be going even faster. You know what I mean? We could make a bigger gap. And that's really my strategy going into the league this next time, is build and boost off of my teammate, because we're just that in sync. I wish it was a 4v4 or something, because that would have been so cool. I feel like this game is such a huge skill gap, but it's like, to compensate this skill gap, you can almost do 4v4s, and it would really just show you what teams are really a team, and what team is just like, oh yeah, I got one good player over here, and I'm just kind of hoping and praying that these other players don't mess up enough. Right.
I think we got ourselves a 2440 in our sights.
Yeah. I'm gonna try something, and it's either gonna work marvelous or it's gonna be terrible. But either way, I'm gonna do it because I'm not backing away from like the opportunity of it being pretty decent. And I might make like instead of just like a 130 cheese build, I might try to make like a 137 or like 147 cheese build or something for an RSR for hard 8 real quick. Because that's practically all I do anymore is just riff race. So I can kind of just make a build and just see generally how good it is. Oh no, what is it now? Damn, that's pretty good. Yeah, the best I got is a 46, so. Not terrible, but not great, you know? Right. He said infinite restarts, he came out of nowhere. Right, so they could, but they could also do a lot of other stuff that they ain't telling the community, like they can set how much traffic there is, uh, a bunch of other stuff. Well, it's like I've already talked to a dude that's talked about all of it, so I know a dude modding over there on PC, and he's just been honest and been like, dude, you could do so much stuff over here you don't even understand. And I was like, what? Like right now, everyone's, uh, yeah. Like right now, for example, everyone's basically using this one mod because it gives you R8 handling on any car. You didn't even know that was a thing. Like an RSR, that Skyline, the 99 I was talking about. Um, the Testarossa is good. Right, right. So go buy a 99 Skyline, and I'll tell you the build now for a Vita. I got you. All right. Well, is it in another tier where you don't have another core in? All right. Perfect. Because that's the version I use. All right. So you're gonna go instead of a basic motor this time, it's Pro, but it's a 3.8 liter V6. Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. These builds are not expensive builds where it's like the next one up is a 7 liter V8. You think it would be good because it's super, but you know what I mean? You'll see the different here. Something different here. So, first, yeah. Alright, so you're gonna go, if you're ready for the parts now, you're gonna go, oh no, you're fine. It's Elite, all the way upgraded to the max. No, we'll fix that. Uh, so your ECU is gonna stay where it is. You're gonna upgrade your fuel system one level to Pro. Then for your turbocharger, because you're gonna leave your exhaust the same, you're gonna go Super and on dual turbos. I have an Elite Nitrous, which is upgraded all the way, the max, obviously. Uh, Elite regular suspension instead of the road suspension. I mean, you can run the road suspension and go gold with the NOS, and it handles a little better, but you could have obviously upgraded more nitrous with just the regular Elite suspension with almost the same amount of control. You're gonna leave your brakes the same. And then you're gonna go Elite Drift tires for this one, because you want it to be kind of slidey. This car does get really stiff when you're holding like 130 in a corner and then about to pop a boost. Right, because it's trying to again stay true to the other car where it's trying to get the wheels to stop spinning. So you just want to make it so it can't. Uh, your clutches, obviously gonna stay the same, and then you're just gonna drop it from a 6 speed to a 5. Alright, and then you're gonna go elite on your differential, obviously. And make sure you put your auxiliaries on, because sometimes I forget. It's like a big thing in this game is your boost auxiliaries will give you twice the boost versus, you know what I'm saying, you don't get twice the boost. More boost means more speed. What did you at least upgrade your differential and your auxiliaries? Alright, so for your handling, I have it 60% drift. My steering sensitivity on this car, it's all preference. But I say the lowest I would want to run it is right in the middle. So maybe start there and see if you like it. All the way high. Or all the way low. That's another one where on this car you could kind of set personal preference wherever you like it. And you could go brake tap or gas tap. Just make sure you do not turn the traction control on because it'll try to stop drifting. Like really try to stop drifting. That's my build, how exactly how I have it set up. And you can see the horsepower and the torque. You know, it's got 423 horsepower, 600 torque. It's not slow. Oh yeah, go troll them. You know, but I say go get a feeling for them first. Don't just go use them thinking like they can't bump you or something and that'll mess you up. That'll mess you up so bad because you'll lose your boost and you won't be able to hit the corner like you want. So it's like a lot of the time you have to just give people room. Yeah. Yeah, now you're gonna leave him because he's gonna be like, how's this dude going so fast? This dude's gonna be so mad, promise you. He sees you in that skyline. Like the only thing good about the Evo, right, is that it gets to the top speed fast. But that's only if you keep it a 5 speed, right? If you throw it like a 6 or a 7 speed, or like even an 8 speed, it loses all the power that it had before in the power band. So basically what it is he's using a short track cheese build to beat you. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily that the car is better. He's just beating you because he thinks he can move faster off the line than you. But now you can hit the corners harder than he can. So I'm sure you'll figure out how to catch up to him pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie. Uh so you got an A tier car, you got a B tier car. Let's go do some B and A tier races now, so you can I guess test them out. I'll try to just pick mainly short track races so you can actually have a chance of racing me in a meta build, I guess, versus racing me in a meta build, but I'm doing like 160. and you can only do 130, and you're like, why are you still faster than me? You know what I mean? Because I haven't taught you how to drift and keep your 130 around the whole track yet. Once you learn how to do that in a drift build, I can be like, here, try this 160 build, because I feel like now you can use it, and it's not gonna be like, how do you use this 160 build? You're cheating. Right, right. So I could take 100, 200 mile an hour or horsepower out the car and give you another 30 mile an hour, and you're not gonna struggle. Oh yeah. It it's so fast. Right. You just gotta hold your momentum. Right, and then you gotta be efficient enough at drifting, like I'm trying to teach you now, to where it's like you're not losing your momentum to even use a build like that. Yeah. Well, it's like it's good to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely, I'd say, a good start for you, because I did not have none of this. I was driving around in like a Lamborghini Countach in A+. You know what I'm saying? And like, trying to think of what I had. I want to say I had a Lancer 10 actually. So my cars were not as good as the cars I just gave you, I promise. Didn't accelerate that hard, and take corners that hard. Man, I wish I would have had these builds then. You know what I mean? Uh, but you did not join the race this time, so I'm gonna back out and I guess start another race so we can make some money. No, it's fine. It happens because it's like there's only 30 seconds anyway, and it's like a lot of times you get sucked into the conversation. You just can learn so much. So it's like I definitely get it. You don't gotta apologize. 'Cause I definitely do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Man, therapy sometimes I'll be going on a run and I might not even acknowledge you're talking to me. You might say diamond 20 times. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't know, the stuff I'm working on. Yeah, 1,000 times, and you're like, this is my best run ever. Someone's trying to talk to me. Lock in, lock in. Alright. Oh, the traffic, I swear, is rigged to just make you go around the corner and you slam a car, I swear. Right. In all the other games, you can just hold a record pace. In this game, it's kind of different. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Back to it. Fuck it. Yeah, this street racer guy is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gave him a drift build. This dude's almost as fast as me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm in a not meta build, but it's like I can move it like a meta build. And I feel like there's not many exceptions to that. But this guy is fast. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see you back there street racing. You know, you might learn what I have to teach you in a week. You know what I'm saying? You stick with me for this week, I'll get you all the money you need and all the builds you need. I definitely do not mind sharing it all. You have a grip core for this build or for this track? Uh, well then we'll just stay in drift cores. This is like one of the only tracks in B though where you kind of need a grip core because you're going up these jumps and stuff, and a lot of the cores will just on the second lap you just jump so far that it's almost impossible to corner in like a drift build, and you like slam the wall and lose your momentum and your pace. So it's almost impossible to get under like a 11 or 12. Claim to be fast, but they're not really fast. It's all because they think it's fast because it gets off the line fast, but that's not what makes a car fast in this game. It's the perfect balance of shifting through all the gears and having power. You know what I mean? Knowing that when you don't have power in this car's gear, that you could still give it power. You know what I mean? Just there's just so much to this game to learn, and I don't know. I love it. I love every second that I play this game. Here, we'll go with a different car this time. What do I have? I guess the only other thing I have, not more meta than this, is BMW E30. And I don't know if I could necessarily beat you in that car, because it's really not that good. I only pull that out when someone's like really bad. You know what I mean? And you're pretty good, I'm not gonna lie to you. Definitely blew my expectations out the water. You too, man. You gotta like handbrake there to get your car to stop and like turn. So it's like right before you're about to like come around the corner, just slam your handbrake and turn your car. And then stop turning your car, because you turn it too much, it's gonna like just do a drift. You know what I mean? He plays this game, but he hasn't necessarily, I mean, he hangs out with us, he knows we're cool people, but he hasn't necessarily, like, joined the group yet. So it's like that really the only person he's really talked to out the group still is me. I'm just waiting for him to make up his mind. Once he joins, he'll see. More than confident in that. I feel like this is the coolest community I've seen so far. But and then that's all I really wanted, you know, just a cool community or group, a little thing where I could just always have someone to race with, you know. Especially when they get good enough to like compete with me, that's even more fun. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't like some stiff competition? I guess these guys with the world records, but you know what I mean? I want to see some competition. I guess we'll go try out your Skyline now. You like that one though? You got a drift, yeah, but it's like it doesn't necessarily feel terrible. I feel like that's good because it's almost like trying to resonate with you. It's like Excalibur when you're about to pull it out the stone, you know? I'm telling you. Once you learn how to start drifting, it's like a weapon. You play manual, I noticed too, right? So I'm gonna teach you how to shift in your Skyline and use your boost. Oh, you don't? Alright. Well, in your Skyline, you don't want to necessarily burn off all of your gas. You kind of want to just, like, use a little bit in the beginning of the gear. But you can also hold it off the line in a car like this, since you know that, and just hit a perfect launch, and your nitrous goes right away, and that's a huge advantage. It's alright, but it's still, you know what I'm saying, just little tips like you didn't know like that before that can help you get better at the game. So you can do that with every car because you're automatic. You know what I'm saying? That's an exception to that. You just always hold an X off the line. I was doing 160. Doing 160 again after the jump. Get the speed the quickest. That's what I'm trying to start you up. I'm giving you like the mid-track build where it's like it's got the power to get there. You just got to control the car. You know what I'm saying? And keep your momentum. Like I said, this is the car I would use 90% of these races in it. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with the RSR I gave you. There's only 4 tracks. You use that 166 build anyway. So again, 90% of the B-class races, you're using that Skyline that I just gave you. That's why I gave it to you. I'd rather give you something you could use at 90% over 10. You know what I mean? I was thinking about all that. I'm not trying to like make you just spend money on random stuff. Promise. No, I get what you're saying. You want a fast car. Yeah, people tell you this build, but there's something better. Oh, I totally get it. But this is just all drift and skill. Yeah, there you go. You pick your Skyline this time. You'll see what I'm talking about. This time, instead of being like 1,000 some yards behind me, you're gonna be maybe 800. I might still pull 1,000 because you might not know this track as well as me, right? But you should still be like 1,800 yards, so a lot closer than you were before. But it's mainly because the car accelerates so hard. There's no reason for you to use another car. Right now I can't even keep up with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're launching harder than me. But some cars are like that, where it's like automatic is better than manual. That was close. I didn't mean to almost like slam you off the road there. .35 is pretty good. I don't think I've got below a 38 yet with this car. I have a 30 and I think my best time on this track. I'd say this car is pretty up there. You know what I mean? You just gotta figure out how to drive it. You're learning pretty quick though, Street. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I feel like in a week, you might be about as fast as me. Especially if you like really pay attention to like where I'm taking my lines and what I'm doing in the corners. I think no problem in a week. I could tell you learn fast. Also, if you use boost before the corner, you can get a boost out the corner as a bonus. You don't gotta like drift as much to keep your momentum. Or like your cycle boost. .38's not bad. 33 is my best. So this thing's about 5 seconds right now off times that I have in my other car. But honestly, I'd say this. I'm gonna practice in more. Try to maybe get it up to that level, or maybe it'll peak. Like cap out at a certain point, but it's still close enough to where I'm just kind of curious now. Oh, Old Town Roads and Endurance. Oh, you declined that race? No, you're good, bro. It's late. I completely understand. Keep to your sleep
Racer here,
schedule. I
dispatch.
got you. Alright, man. You have a good night, man. It was real cool meeting you. Oh, yeah, for sure. I got nothing to do, really, besides play the game, so. Alright.
.2440 in our sights.
What's up, Demon? Yeah, you ain't got Unbound, do you? This is the game I play the most. Not gonna lie to you.
Calling all units, we have a 2440 in our sights.
But if you have it, I'll show you why I play it. I'm really good. Yeah.
Looks like we got ourselves a racer here.
Yo, what's up?
What up, nigga?
Oh, not much. Playing Unbound, you know me.
Yeah.
But it's actually like I actually just got kicked from my team. But it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. Because it's like, you kicked me from the team when it's like I am the team.
Just
You
make
know,
your
who's
own
gonna train
shit.
people, who's gonna recruit people, who's gonna come up with new ideas to get people to join us. Like, I don't know, man. Wild times out here.
need to fuck them up.
Hey, that's what everyone's saying, or join a big team. It's like I still got everybody. I got like a group of like 30 now. Maybe 35. You know what I mean? But still, you know what I mean? That's a pretty big group.
Mm-hmm. Guys, where the plug for my lamp? The plug for my lamp. My lamp.
Here, demon. I'll share screen for you. Plug.
Oh, shit. Motherfuckers is dead. What motherfuckers that? Normally,
It
motherfuckers
is like
during the week,
4
motherfuckers can't
o'clock in the
sleep.
morning. Right. So it's like,
No, I'm talking to somebody on the phone. All these motherfuckers wanna act dry this Friday.
check that corner. Don't you guys there. Right, the boost is kind of cheesy looking, but again, it's the first time you ever got the chance to do the one thing you always wish you could do. Hit a corner at 200 mile an hour. You know what I'm saying? I mean, wasn't that most boys' dream as a kid? To like just go faster than everybody else? Fascination with cars and stuff. Hot Wheels. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know. No, you could take that off. Only thing you can't change is how cartoony your character is. But again, this game is its own game, so I can't really hate on it. I love this game. Up, down, doesn't matter. I'm playing this game. doing alright. What do you think, Demon? Like, you kind of want to play the game a little bit? Into that boss, trying to get over Not bad. Not the greatest either. Did crash a good bit and mess up a good bit. Especially at the beginning. Alright. But I don't know. We just go to another race. Ooh, someone joined. I was wondering when someone was going to join. Two people joined. Okay. It's my time to shine, Demon. Right. I'm betting this dude has a short 155 build. He did have a 209 Skyline. That build is pretty decent, but if you would just set it up to drift, it would do 8 miles an hour more. And that's just the difference in this game is momentum and how much speed you could actually do. I'm not doing great, but I'm not doing terribly either. I know that. How fast did he move from average for? It's about an average back for. I don't usually drive in this corner. I usually drive like the 60 when it gets to the main line. Then how much angle my car is. Well, that guy left the race. Since they both left.
Playing from bedroom. My best time's a 16. So 4 seconds off in this camera. Pretty decent. Maybe I just need to practice in this camera a lot more. Learn for what I should be looking for.
get a lot of boost there on weird looking spot. Pretty good. Not my best time, but pretty good for driving in this third person. I feel like this is what people want to see on the hood cam, right? So I mean, so it's like now you can kind of see what I'm doing and how my car is moving. So it's like now you guys can see what you're supposed to be looking for too, how your car is supposed to be moving around the corner. That's why I've been practicing in this camera. I could start posting some of these runs I'll be doing with this camera. That was kind of sketchy. No. No. I was doing so good. There's this guy doing Old Town Road. I'm gonna go back to Hood Camp for a little bit. And I don't know how good this guy is. You know what I'm saying? Best to prepare for the worst. Plus I want to see if I can do under a 307. Right, you could just see your line better. And it's like, you could just focus on your racing. That's what I kind of like about it. It's not that it's like this huge advantage. I just like to focus on my line. That guy was not going to be as fast as I thought he was going to be. I thought for sure maybe this dude's going to be like 1,000 yards off my bumper or something, maybe 2,000, but I figured I was going to probably mess up. So I figured better safe than sorry. Now I just feel like I'm beating up on randoms for no reason. Look at that, DNFs all around. You know, my crew calls me DNF Bomber, you know, because that seems to be all I do to everybody else. I guess we'll go do some B tier, right? B tier is fun. Doesn't look like no one's on. Legitimately no one's on. It's crazy. This feels pretty good. This boss typing guy and B. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you start to see the benefits of rest over threat. Just like, want more boost over not having any boost. That's right. I'll pick not such an OP car now, since I know he's gonna put up a fight in this tier. I'll just drive an underpowered car, myself a challenge. This car is not as good as a 130 build. I mean, it is if you could drive it to that level, but I don't know. I haven't practiced it much in this tier, so I don't know. I don't know if I could drive it like an R-Star. And even with that mess up, I did a 102. It's pretty good. I think the best I got right now is a 55 or a 54. I think the record's like a 53. So, not that bad. in third person versus me in hood cam. I'm not gonna lie. Right now we're gonna test out if I could use this build like this. Oh, I'm cooking out here in third person. No, I'll clip that for my YouTube and I'll put that on there. And maybe I'll title it, "You want to see more third person or more hood cam?" so aggressive, man. The motor sounds amazing with the turbo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how I made it around that dude, yo. That was amazing though. You gotta clip that. That was some sort of feat to show your friends. I don't even know. I gotta figure out how to do that. What was that? I'm in a drift car out here drifting around. Oh. Too wide. Go tighter. That's what I'm learning. Oh, it's a lot tighter with the boost. Maybe it'll swing right, but the tighter I have it, will probably leave more room. Go faster. Fighting for a star. Should've done a better. Everything really with the boost. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, well, I don't know how I made that corner like that. Alright. I don't know why I panicked from y'all. I guess this is camera view I'm not as confident in. I'll take that with a miss in the checkpoint. 54. 44 with the ref is crazy. I'll practice more third person later. I'm gonna go back to hook cam. No hook cam. You might be trying to get that body kill. You have to make them work for it. Ooh. So I could do something on that. I'd
Mm.
have been in the 30s. 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 turned into those vlogs.